Top 5 relief pitchers. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we are going to go over the top 5 relievers in the game right now on July 6th for MLB The Show 21. Kind of like I did with the starting pitchers, I'm going to give you my top 5 as well as several honorable mentions. Now, this is my list, not necessarily your list, so if you disagree, by all means, let me know in the comments down below. Would love to have a debate with you guys about some of these relievers. Let's get into it. Honorable mentions. Starting off the honorable mentions is Aroldis Chapman, 86 overall live series card. He's left-handed throwing. He throws a four-seam fastball, slider, sinker, and splitter. The four-seam fastball does go 102, and the slider will go 85. And then he has not the best control. That's why he's in the honorable mentions, is not in the top 5. But you're looking at the break. The break on the slider is great. He does also have that sinker and splitter, which is kind of nice. The splitter acts as a fast change up in my personal opinion. As you can see, as the 109 hits per 9, 109 K per 9, which means with the +9 playing up most days, he's at 118 for each of those, so that's wonderful with 24 stamina. The Chapman just barely stays out of the top 5 because of his control issues. Another left-handed hurler that makes it into the honorable mentions is Josh Hader. He is left-handed throwing as well, just like the Aroldis Chapman, and he's typically playing up. As you can see, he's 114 hits per 9, 109 K per 9. So great numbers. And the only reason he even gets an honorable mentions, now he's never really going to be a top 5 guy other when the game first comes out, even though he is 88 overall. He throws 95, so he doesn't throw super hard. He has a slider, and they gave him a changeup this year. He does not throw a changeup that much in real life, as well as a two-seam fastball. He has better control than Chapman does, but it's not wonderful, especially on the changeup and two-seamer. And then the break is just not that great other than on the two-seamer, but it goes all over the place, so you don't really have great control with it. Hader has some faults, but he is pretty decent. Honorable mentions. As well as there's not too many left-handed relief pitchers right now that are dominant. There's one in the top 5. We're going to have 3 in the honorable mentions just because the righties are very dominant right now as relief pitchers. The last of the left-handed relievers that are in the honorable mentions is Billy Wagner. This is his 2010 All-Star card when he played for the Atlanta Braves. He's hit 38 years old in this card. And the biggest thing is he just doesn't have a great pitch repertoire. He does not have the curveball like his Houston Astros Signature Series, if it comes out this year, will. And that hurts the card a lot. He does throw 96, will reach up to 98. 83 on the slider, 88 on the changeup. The control's decent. The pitch break is what really makes the card good. But like I said, the changeup is nice, but with no curveball, it hurts him. He does have great 9s at 109 hits per 9, 110 K per 9. Eric Gagne is the last pitcher in the honorable mentions. It's his 2002 breakout card, 92 overall. And honestly, this Gagne to me is phenomenal, but his hits per 9 holds him back a little bit at 96. He does have 125 K per 9. As you can see, throws 95 mile per hour four-seam fastball, 86 Vulcan change, 69 curveball, so great change of speed there. Then an 85 slider. His control's not the best, but it's not absolutely terrible. The movement is good, but it's not as good as his 99 overall card he'll eventually have is. And that's really the card I'm waiting for. He's just slightly out of the top 5. Personally, I do use him a lot. As you can see, I've paralleled this card a little bit. And I like the way he throws. It's the typical Eric Gagne. I can't wait till a better version of him comes out. Number 5. I'm sure some of you guys will probably have this card a little bit higher on your personal list, but I got Rob Dibble coming in at number 5 on my list here. It's his prime card, 95 overall. The centering on this card is magnificent. You probably get a PSA 10 if you took this card and got it graded, to be honest. Sorry, I was opening some cards earlier, and some of the centering was just really bad. But this is 95 overall. He's right-handed throwing. He bats left-handed. You'll probably never bat with him, being he's a closing pitcher. Throws a four-seam fastball, slider, and cutter. He does have outlier 1, so he will throw 102, so he brings the absolute heat. My biggest concern with this card is he does not have the best control on his cutter, and his fastball-cutter combination along with that slider makes him great. And then you're looking at the pitch break, and he has very good pitch break with the 95 slider and the cutter. The not having a changeup hurts him a little bit. He has 108 hits per 9, 125 K per 9. He does have good stamina for a reliever at 30. The Dibble could be higher up on your list, but I got him personally coming in at 5 because I don't like his windup. I hate it. It's hard for me to throw with, and I just don't like it. I mean, it's a personal preference for me. I think he could definitely be up in the top 2, 3 spot here. I don't think he's number one. I don't think he can take the number one spot from the guy that's number one, but I do think he could be higher up on some people's lists. I got him at 5, though, just personal preference. Number 4. In the 4th spot, I got the only lefty in the top 5, and it is Zach Britton, 93 overall. He's left-handed throwing. As I've already mentioned, he throws a sinker, slider, 4-seam fastball, and 2-seam fastball. He does have outlier 1, so his sinker will actually go 100 miles an hour. The slider, 84. 4-seam fastball at 98, and then the 2-seam fastball at 97. He is very accurate with the sinker, pretty accurate with all the other pitches, but his sinker is super accurate at 98, so you're always going to be able to dot that bad boy up. And then the pitch break is 99 on the sinker and the slider, which makes him more of a 2-pitch pitcher, but the 4-seam fastball and 2-seam fastball is pretty good. Honestly, if he was right-handed, he'd probably be below Dibble, in my opinion. But because he is left-handed, he has a little bit more value because there's not too many lefties in the game right now. That's why I got him at 4 over Dibble. He does have 110 hits per 9, 99 K per 9, so not the best K per 9. 25 stamina. His other attributes are good. The pitch and clutch at 122. I think it's fair to put Britton at number 4. He was 100% for free, as he was the monthly card last year in the daily moments. Number 3. At the 3rd spot, I have Lee Smith, and it's because his stuff is absolutely electric. I think he's super hard to hit, even though he's not the most accurate pitcher. He throws a 99-mile-per-hour fastball. Then he has the 89 slider, the 94 cutter, and the 82 forkball. The pitch control is actually really good for the first 3 pitches. The forkball's a little bit wild there at 77 control. Then he has pretty decent above-average break on all his pitches. I do not believe he has outlier 1, so you're not going to get that 102, but he does throw consistently 100, 101. That's more than enough heat on top of the slider, forkball, cutter combination. He has 102 hits per 9, 123 K per 9. It's actually 122 K per 9 and 101 if you don't have it to parallel 1. But overall, I think he's a very good relief pitcher. I think he's a top 3 right now, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think Dibble or Britton should have ousted Smith out of the top 3 or not? Number 2. In the 2nd spot, I have the man with the nasty slurve, Rich Gossage, or as many of you guys know him as Goose. And he's 95 overall. His 1981 All-Star card. Right-handed throwing, throws a 4-seam fastball, slurve, sinker, changeup. The 4-seam fastball is going to go 100 miles an hour. The slurve goes 87, 95 on the sinker, 87 on the changeup. The accuracy for the 4-seam fastball is 92. He's a little bit erratic with the other pitches, but he has such nasty stuff that it's okay. And then you're looking at the pitch break. Not necessarily the best, but his slurve, it moves way more than whatever 79 break is for a slurve because of his motion and his arm release. He has 32 stamina, 119 hits per 9, and K per 9. So those are very good. The pitch and clutch is max 125. He'll get up to 124 hits per 9 if you get him to 5th parallel. Overall, this Gossage is number 2 right now. I think that's a very fair rating for him. Number 1. I think it was pretty obvious at this point in the game who the number 1 relief pitcher would be, and it's a 99 overall Mariano Rivera. For his 602 save milestone, he broke the all-time record September 19th, 2011. He's right-handed pitching. His primary pitch when he pitched was a cutter. He pretty much only threw a cutter, but they gave him 5 pitches here. The cutter, 4-seam fastball, sinker, slider, and changeup. The Pamanian here, as you can see, super accurate on his first 3 pitches. 99 on the cutter, 99 on the 4-seam fastball, 94 on the sinker, 89 on the slider, and 78 on the changeup. And then he has great break on the cutter at max 99. So his cutter is pretty much a 99 overall pitch. It's super nasty, but he has good break on the sinker and slider as well. The changeup's a little bit hit or miss. He does throw at 83 miles an hour. He didn't really throw a changeup in real life, so the fact they even gave it to him is just a bonus. Looking at his attributes, they are nasty across the board. 31 stamina, 117 hits per 9, 111 K per 9, 106 base on balls per 9, 99 home per 9, and 125 pitching clutch. You couldn't ask for more in a relief pitcher. Phenomenal pitch repertoire as well as great attributes. Rivera takes the number 1 spot, and I don't even really think it's that close if you had to ask for my personal opinion. Guys, that's going to wrap up my top 5 for relief pitchers. Obviously, no actual relief pitchers made it in here. They were all closers, all 9 of them that I mentioned. What is your guys' top 5? Do you guys have Rivera at number 1, or do you think that it's somebody else like a Dibble, or maybe for whatever reason you want to put Aroldis Chapman up there? Let me know in the comments down below. Would love to hear from you guys. As always, I appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play MLB The Show 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.